the individuals who control the finances of America, the women, of course, come to make deals. And what's more exciting to a woman than trading or swapping or looking for a bargain? It's suspense every second as men and women bring in their old white elephants and try to deal me out of big cash or big gifts. Well, do you have a leaky umbrella you'd like to get rid of? You know, I may pay you $500 for it. Or if you're a clever trader and know when to stop, you could drive home in a brand new automobile. On this trading floor, we'll buy, sell, or trade everything and anything from aardvarks to zithers. There are millions of deals to be made, and we'll make them every day on Let's Make a Deal. Watch. We'll show you how it works.
You're watching Let's Make a Deal, the Lost Pilot, hosted.
Brought to you in living color on NBC.
Would you make a deal to trade up to $300 in cash for one of those 3 doors, knowing that behind one of them is $2,005 worth of valuable merchandise? Several people will have to make that decision during the next half hour as we bring you the Marketplace of America. Let's make a deal. Now, meet America's top trader, TV's big dealer, Monty Hall.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Television's Trading Center, where we buy, sell, or trade anything and everything. We've got 39 anxious dealers right here on our trading floor, so let's make some deals. And for the first one today, I'd like to find a young lady to make a deal with. And why don't we take this pretty one right here on the aisle? Would you stand, please, and give me your name and your hometown?
Maggie Guth, and I live in Rialto in Southern California.
Nice to have you with us, Maggie. Let's make a deal, all right?
All right.
First deal I'm going to make with you. You got a purse with you, Maggie? Good, because I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to produce something out of that purse with your name on it for $5. That's my first deal. Here's the 5. Can you produce something with your name on it? I don't know how women find anything in those purses, but she found her wallet. Look at it. She's got all the money in the house. There you are. That's right. Now, am I going to call you Maggie, or am I going to call you Marguerite, Guth?
Maggie.
Maggie. All right, Maggie, here's your $5. You did that. Oh, wait a minute. Leave this with me. I have another deal coming up. For the other $25 in my hand, Maggie, all you have to do is tell me how many letters are in the name Maggie Guth. In 10 seconds.
10.
You're right. There are 10 letters. No wonder you picked Maggie instead of Marguerite. All right, there's another $25. Take the money. It's all yours. You now have $30, and you have... Take it all, honey, all of it. And take your purse back, too. Now, do you see what Wendell's doing over here? Wendell's come up here with a great big box. And he's standing there because the deals continue right now, Maggie, and I'm going to make a little proposition. Would you like to go ahead and make another deal? If you want to trade in the $30 that you have, I'll give you what's in the box. You can either keep the 30 or go for what's in the box. You want to make a deal?
I'm a gambler.
You're a gambler. Give me back the money. You didn't hold it very long. I take the $30 back. And do you know what you won for $30, Maggie? You won a fur coat. Show her the fur coat, Wendell. There it is. How about that?
Better than anything I've got.
Did you hear what Maggie said? She said it's better than anything I've got. I don't know what you got, but you got this now, and I want you to know this is a genuine 1920 reject from Rudolph Valentino. But it's yours. Oh, sure he wore it. He wore it right through, as you can see. And that's your coat. Now remember, I'm not through dealing on this show. Anything can happen. I could come back, and it may be very valuable to you later on, or it could end up being just a nice throw rug for your fireplace. We'll see. Thank you for making a deal with us. Thank you very much, Maggie. I've got to admit that she likes what she's got so far. All right. Here's a young lady. Would you stand, please? I'd like to make a deal, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's make a deal. This is...
Punky Milligan.
From?
I'm from Rialto also.
Nice to have you here, Punky Milligan. And you see what I have here? This is the key to this brand new car. Take a look at that.
Oh,
Punky, this is a 1963 Pontiac Tempest convertible with automatic transmission, the works, and worth $3,127. Would you like to have it?
Oh, yes.
It's yours.
Can I hold the key?
Yeah, I said it's yours, didn't I?
Yeah.
You didn't even wait to hear me say if.
No. Oh, if.
Yes. If, and here's the big if, Punky. You drive a car?
Yes.
Have you been driving very long?
Oh, about 7 years.
I hope in all that time you've noticed that there are many things on the dashboard, many instruments there. And in the automobile manuals, they have specific names for them. So all you have to do to get that Pontiac car from me is within 10 seconds tell me the correct name for the mileage indicator as it is written in automobile manuals. No help from the trading floor of the audience. You have 10 seconds. Think it over.
Mileage indicator. It's not the speedometer.
You take the whole time and think about it. Now, what do you think it is, Punky, for that Pontiac Tempest?
It's right under the speedometer.
I know where it is, honey. What is it?
I don't know, but a speedometer.
No, a speedometer tells you how fast you're going. This is called an odometer. An odometer, as it says in Webster's Dictionary, an odometer, an instrument for measuring the distance traveled by a wheeled vehicle. I'm sorry. Yes, you have to give it back. Sorry, it's no deal. Isn't that too bad, Punky? Now, tomorrow we're going to make a deal for that new Pontiac Tempest with someone else, and who knows, someone may drive it home tomorrow. Thank you very much, Punky. Thank you. I'd like to make a deal with a gentleman. Would you stand, please? Would you like to make a deal with me?
I'd love to.
All right, here is the deal. For $18, can you tell me the color of the lining of your tie without looking down? For $18.
Oh, kind of blackish, greenish, bluish.
Would you select one? No, just one color of the lining. That's all I want. Well, maybe the whole thing is blackish, bluish, greenish. Don't you want to go? Well, let's take a look. It could be blackish, bluish. You want to know something? You want to know something?
I think it is.
It is blackish, bluish, greenish, and you have $18. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. He got me that time. Blackish, bluish, greenish. I got somebody, he got me. Here's Punky Milligan sitting with a sad face. Oh, come on, Punky, stand up again. I'm not through making deals with you yet. You never know. I stumped you with a very tough question, didn't I?
Yes.
Would you like to have the opportunity to stump me back?
Yes.
All right,
very good.
let's make a deal.
All
And
right.
here's the deal in this case. You can ask me any question at all about a subject that I will name. If I can't answer that question, then you can have your choice of what's in my pocket or what's in that box. They're just two stipulations I make. I name the subject, and you must know the answer. Does that sound fair enough?
That sounds
Is it
good.
a deal?
All right.
All right. The subject is food. Ask me any question at all about food.
Food. Anything at all.
Anything at all.
Anything.
Boy, it might take me a chance.
My parents have a Spanish restaurant.
Oh, boy.
And the Spaniards have a dish, it's called chicken mole. And do you know what's in that?
How many people in America, and I have to pick one with a Spanish restaurant? Chicken mole. It sounds like some shaving cream has been
No.
plastered on it, no? I'm afraid chicken, I don't even know what's in it. What is in it?
It's chicken and tomato sauce and chocolate.
And chocolate.
Yeah. And broth and bouillon cubes. And it's very good. It tastes kind of barbecued.
Do they sell much of this stuff?
They don't sell this.
No, I can understand why. But I tell you, Punky, it may not sound too appetizing, but you did stump me on a question about food. I have to admit, you've done it, so you have your choice, as I laid out to you before. Do you want what's in my pocket? Now, there could be something of value, or it could be some of my most expensive lint. Or do you want what's in the box? It could be something great or a surprise. Which one would you take?
Could I lift the box?
Oh, no. There's the surprise. Which one do you want?
I'll take the box.
You'll take the box. Before you take the box, do you want to take a look and see what was inside my pocket? What's inside? Just pull it out, huh? Be a pickpocket.
Check. Oh, $50.
A $50 bill. But you didn't take that, did you? You chose what's in the box. Well, you missed a Pontiac Tempest before, but you are going to get something very nice. It is a 1963 shiny, convertible, sequined kitty car. And there it is. Punky, I told you before, I hoped you'd ride home tonight, and you're going to ride like I promised you.
On the freeway, though, I think it's
They're very safe on the freeways. Be very careful. Thank you, Punky. It's been fun dealing with you. Thank you very much. Now, in a moment, we're going to have a most unusual deal. But first, this message.
You're watching Let's...
I said we were going to make some very unusual deals, and for this next deal, I need a married couple. Would married couples hold up their hands so I can see where they are? Well, here's one right here that I almost loathe to admit it seemed to me. Would you stand, please, and give me your names and your hometown?
Bill and Pat Sharp. I'm from Pittsburgh, and Patty's from San Bernardino.
Nice that you two met. Bill and Pat Sharp. Bill is formerly from Pittsburgh. Let's make a deal, okay? All right, now here is the deal I want to make with you. I want to find out how much you know about each other's world. And it'll be worth money to you, too, every time you can give me a correct answer. Now, Bill, I'm going to start with you, and I'm going to ask you to identify certain flowers. Now, women, of course, work with flowers more than men. Do you know much about flowers? Oh, boy, then you may have some trouble over here. All right, I'll tell you what. For $10, all you have to do is identify this flower for me here. For $10. What is that?
Lily?
That's a lily. Isn't that easy? You have $10. Now, let's go on. You've done... Just hold that up. You look so nice holding that lily, Bill. All right, for $25, what would you call this?
Iris?
No, that's not an iris. That happens to be a gladiola. I'm sorry. Hang on to it, though, because you make a very good collection the way you stand there. Very attractive indeed. For another $25, what is this pretty blue flower?
Well, that's... I don't know. You got me.
Yeah, I've got you. Now, well, that happens to be a zinnia. I'm sorry you didn't get any money for that. You have $10. Pat, what are you smiling about? Did you know the answer to those? Yes, she did. She nods, and she says to herself, isn't he foolish? I could have answered all those questions. Well, let's see how good you are, Pat. Tell me, what is this? Now, you thought I was going to produce a flower, huh? No, this is from his world. This is from his workshop. And tell me, what is it? For $25. You don't know what it is? They happen to be calipers. Oh, you can hang on to that. Here's something very easy for you. What is this for $10? A hammer. You'd have liked to have used it on Bill when he didn't know the zinnia, wouldn't you? For $25 more, tell me, what is this found in every man's workshop?
Level.
It's a level. You did very well, absolutely. There's another 25, and you've made 35 bucks. Bill made 10 bucks. You have $45 between you. How's that? Bill, you're not posing like I asked you to, isn't that? You're all ready for that Easter parade. I'm going to look for you come next Easter. Well, listen, you kids have $45 between you, and I'm not through making deals yet. Now, listen to this. You can take all the money won by both of you, which is $45, and trade it for what we have in that big box on stage, knowing that within the box there could be something of great value, and then again, well, you saw kitty cars come out and raccoon coats and stuff like that. Now, if you want to make the deal, the two of you will have to give me back all the money you've made between you, or make the deal with all the money. Talk it over for a few seconds. Will you go for it?
Shoot the works, I think.
Huh? Sure, you only made 10. It's easy for you to say shoot the works, isn't it? Are you going to go for it, Pat? She made all the money, and he talked her into it. Give me back the money. Easy come, easy go. It was nice in your hand for a while, wasn't it? You had $45. You made the deal. All right. Wendell, tell them what's in that box.
They have just bought a beautiful new Admiral console, color television set, worth $899.
What a deal you just made. Wasn't that a great deal? Aren't you glad she talked you into it? Huh? Or was it vice versa? There is your wonderful gift. Now, Wendell's going to tell you more about that television set.
Well, that happens to be the new Doleville model from the Admiral Masterpiece Collection. It has the new simplified color TV tuning, easy to tune as black and white TV. The finest of entertainment is yours in your own home.
And that $899 Admiral Color TV set is yours for only $45. You certainly are good dealers. Congratulations to the Sharps.
You're watching Let's Make a Deal, the law...
Floor with these handsome and beautiful faces, and I'm looking to make another fast deal. And here's a young lady over here. Would you stand, please? Let's make a deal. A very simple one. I'll give you $5 for a kiss. How's that?
Oh, you can keep the money. I'll take the kiss.
Got it. That's great. Oh, no, don't you? I wouldn't keep the money. As a matter of fact, that wasn't a $5 kiss I got. That was a $25 kiss. Let's give her $25. That was beautiful. Oh, yes. Hey, that was a lot of fun. Anybody else like to give me a kiss for $25? No, not you. With so many beautiful faces here, he runs up for the $25. That was a lot of fun. It's fun dealing on the floor, from television sets to kitty cars, and I need 3 young ladies for my next deal. There's three of them looking at me right here. Would you three stand right now, and I'll get your name and your hometown. As a matter of fact, they may make a deal for more kisses. They're so pretty. What is your name, please?
Joyce Hill.
From?
Amarillo.
Amarillo, Texas. Thank you, Joyce.
Miriam Decker from Oakland, California. Betty McLaughlin from Rialto, California.
All right, we have these folks here from Texas and California. And now I'm going to ask you, let's make a deal, okay? This deal we call our blind bid. Now, I'm going to read a poem that describes what you're bidding for. Listen carefully because the poems are very tricky. When I've finished, you'll have 10 seconds to make one offer on the merchandise described by the poem. If anyone can identify it, they automatically get the merchandise. Otherwise, the person making the bid closest to the actual purchase price of the merchandise gets it. It's as simple as that, all right? Now, would you like to hear the poem? Listen very carefully. Here's where the clues are. A suit for Dad, a sweater for Mother, blankets for the beds of sister and brother. Keep it in the refrigerator, yet generates heat. Range is a clue, stands on 16 feet. What would you bid for it, Joyce? How much money?
$50.
$50. Miriam?
Well, 75.
75. Betty?
500.
Oh, there's somebody who wants to really make a bid. 500, and she's so excited she thinks she knows what she's bidding on. Joyce, did you have any idea what you were bidding on?
Well, I just guessed. Knitting needles and all the wool to knit it. Whatever.
That's what you thought, and you bid $50 for that. Miriam, what did you think you were bidding on?
I hate to admit it. I don't know. I just thought I'd take a chance.
That's fine. That's fine. You took a good chance. You had, yes. And Betty, you had the smile on your face. You bid 500.
An oven, a gas and
A
stove and oven filled with food.
Yes. Well, no, it isn't. No. As a matter of fact, none of you have identified it, but the one who came closest is Joyce Hill. So Miriam and Betty, would you sit down for just a moment right now as I want to talk to Joyce. You came closest. Now, before I tell you what you have bought on that bid, let me give you the poem once again. A suit for Dad, a sweater for Mother, blankets for the beds of sister and brother. Keep it in the refrigerator, yet generates heat. Range is a clue, stands on 16 feet, and you have just bought, with your bid at $50, 4 lovable, fleecy, white little lambs. Here they are. Here's a lady who seems to be very... Yeah, would you say something? Yes? Would you tell... Please, no ad-libbing. One dealer on this show is enough. I've heard of a horse laugh, but a lamb's laugh, that's too much for me. That's one of those 4 little lambs. And Joyce, they belong to you. Have you ever owned lambs before?
No.
You've never owned lambs before. Do you have grazing room in your living room for them?
No.
Oh, dear. Now, at first you said there's one for each of my 4 children, and now you've got second thoughts about them.
Listen, I only have room for my 4 children. I have wall-to-wall children.
You've got wall-to-wall children. You don't need any lamb's wool around the walls, huh?
Not really.
You know, if you fed them very carefully, in about 6 months, you could take them to the slaughterhouse and have 250 lamb chops.
I can hardly wait. I don't like lamb.
You don't like lamb? Well, in that case, since you don't like lamb, I'm prepared to make another deal with you. Remember that those lambs belong to you. But maybe you'd like to make another deal. Now, Joyce, I have over here a box full of money. As a matter of fact, there happens to be in that box 10 pounds of silver dollars. 10 pounds of silver dollars in this box. If you like, I'll trade you the silver dollars for the lambs. Would you make such a deal?
What's in the other box?
I'll ask the questions. Oh, you will make a deal. So we get the lambs back.
Yeah.
All the lamb stew and the lamb chops go out the window now.
Very good.
All right. Now, in here, I said that there were 10 pounds of silver dollars. And by golly, there is 10 pounds. You see them all here? Now, do you know how many silver dollars there are to a pound? 17. You have 10 pounds. You have $170 right there. $170. Fine. Now, since you were so inquisitive a moment ago and you said, what's in the other box, I may as well tell you. In the other box, we have more dollars. We only happen to have 2.5 ounces, but they happen to be paper dollars. Now, you could trade me the silver dollars for the paper dollars. There's only 2.5 ounces there, but they're paper. Not silver. Would you like to trade me the silver dollars or the paper?
Well, I think I'll take a chance. Those would be easier to carry home.
So you're going to trade... Well, she's gone through lambs and she's gone through everything. We'll take back the silver dollars right there, Wendell. Open up this one, and there, as you can see, and I'll take them right out and show them to you. There, oh, isn't that nice? Doesn't that look good? Now, let me tell you something. There happen to be $30 to the ounce. There's only $75 here. Yeah. And that's yours. You'll have no trouble taking them home, but you're taking home much less. That's the deal. Thank you. It's been fun dealing with you. Oh, Joyce, incidentally, you probably would like to know the value of the lambs. You couldn't take another shock? Well, don't worry about it, because the deal isn't that bad. The lambs are only worth $4.80 apiece, or $19.20. So the deal didn't turn out to be too badly. And remember that the money could turn out to be very valuable to you later on in the show, too. Thank you, Joyce Hill. It's been fun dealing with you. Now, in just a moment, we're going to make a deal that really tests a woman's intuition.
You're watching...
Now, I told you just a few moments ago that the next deal is going to test a woman's intuition. So I've got to find a woman who I think has intuition. I'm looking for... Ooh, there's a somber look on this woman's face. Do you have good intuition? Good. Well, stand up and let's have your name and your hometown.
My name is Ann Heiss, and I'm from Fresno, California.
And let's make a deal, all right? Okay. And this one is going to take a lot of intuition. Now, here, that's a very beautiful dress you have on, Ann.
Thank you.
Here I have two envelopes. Take a look at them. One, as you can see, has a $1 bill pasted to the outside. The other has a $20 bill pasted to the outside. Now, that's not all, because on the inside of these envelopes is a card. Something is written on the card that may express great value to the owner, and maybe, or it could be just a sliced dill pickle or something. You never know on the show, do you?
No.
But here's the deal I'm going to offer you, Ann. You may keep either one of these envelopes. The deal is that you have to give the other one away to a complete stranger. So now you have a 1 and a 20. Which one would you keep?
I think I'll keep the $1.
You want to keep the $1
Yes.
one? All right, now you hang on to the $1 one. And I'm going to give the $20 one away to a complete stranger. All right, someone you don't know. For example, do you know Ann Heiss over there? No? All right, you're the complete stranger. Peggy Nielsen, hang on to that for just a moment, will you? Don't go away. You sure, Ann, that you wanted it?
I'm sure.
But you had a $20 bill in your hand. You know what they say, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. You still want us to keep
I still
going?
want the $1.
I couldn't talk you out of it. All right. Don't go away. I'm going right back to this young lady. Stand over here, Peggy Nielsen. A complete stranger says, give her the $20 bill. Wasn't that nice of her?
I don't know.
Why, you know you have $20 to begin with. Right. So that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right. Shall we look inside and see what it says on the card? It could be good. Oh, I'm sorry, Peggy. It just happens to be. Well, shall I read it for you? Don't be disappointed. This card entitles you and one other person to a fun-filled week on fabulous Waikiki Beach in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. How about that? That's from a complete stranger. You better say thank you. You know, this Hawaiian vacation is worth $772. Would you like to hear more about it? As the beautiful island palms sway, Wendell will tell us all about it.
You'll fly over the Pacific aboard a luxurious Pan American Airlines jet, eating a meal en route, and in just a few hours you'll be in Honolulu. You'll stay on Waikiki Beach, the beautiful Royal Hawaiian Hotel, where you'll have a suite overlooking the beautiful blue Pacific. You'll have your meals on the Royal Hawaiian Lanai under swaying Hawaiian palm trees.
How does that sound? Well, you have this young lady to thank. And so that was a little surprise for Peggy Nielsen. But meantime, back with the lady with the green dress, Ann Heiss still chose the $1 one. We don't know what's inside here. And your woman's intuition said that the $1 will should have something better inside, right? Well, Ann, let's open it up and see what we have. Oh, Wendell's already here with the box, so it looks pretty good. And it says here on this card, oh, listen to this. This is no baloney. No, on second thought, it is. This card entitles you to what every home in America needs, a stick of genuine beef bologna worth $5.50. That's yours. You bet it is. remember, no matter how thin you slice it, it's still...
Bologna.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure dealing with both of you young ladies. Thank you. You enjoying that fur coat of yours back here, Maggie?
May I borrow one of her Hawaiian breezes?
The Hawaiian breeze? Well, listen, you know, it's a beautiful coat. You said it's better than anything you had. Stick around. You know, we told our studio audience to bring something from home that they'd like to make a deal with. Anything at all. A used comb, a mouse trap, the shirt off their backs, anything. So let's find out if anybody did. Who has something to make a deal with my audience tonight, right here on the trading floor? What have you got back there, madam? A scrub brush, and you don't need it. I've got news for you, honey. If I brought that home, I'd be using it, so I don't need it. No, thank you. No scrub brush. What are you holding up in your hand, sir? Training pants? What about the poor baby who was wearing them before you ripped them off and brought them down to the show? Left the baby on the freeway with that little kiddie car. They'll make a great pair. No, I'm not in the market for any. Oh, no. My kid's a little too grown up for that. So, what have you got over there?
I keep the feather duster.
All right. But would you stand, please? Because I think I'd like to make a deal for a feather duster. I've never owned a feather duster. It looks very nice. By golly, it works, too. This is who?
Dottie Moore,
From?
Wisconsin.
Dottie, it's nice to have you on the show. Let's make a deal, okay? As a matter of fact, the deal in this case would be a trade. I'll trade you something for the feather duster. I'll trade you a Toastmaster automatic toaster with $29.95 for this feather duster. Is that a deal?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here is your toaster, and here is our feather duster. Wendell, we now own a feather duster, and you have... Yes, dear?
Does it work?
Does it work? I hope to tell you, 4 slices, it works beautifully.
Thank you.
Isn't that nice, Dottie?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, well, you're quite welcome. Wait a minute, Dottie, I'm not through yet.
Oh.
You know me.
Yeah.
I'd like to go on and make more deals.
Yes, sir.
You listen to what I have to say now?
Yes, sir.
You can keep this toaster if you like. But behind the curtain on stage, we have something. Now, it could be something, as you know, of great value. You saw things. There's cars there and color television sets and Hawaiian vacations. On the other hand, there are raccoon coats and lambs. Do you want to trade the toaster for what's behind that curtain?
Uh-huh.
You do? You really do?
Oh, I sure do.
Give me back the toaster.
Yeah?
And now, Dottie, you know what you got for that toaster?
No.
You'll be the only lady on your block with one of these. Look! There it is. There's old Wendell Niles, the used covered wagon dealer. Did you see him kick the tires? Yes. I want you to know that that's a genuine overland covered wagon that made the run from Bend Fork to Carson City in 1902. That's what it is. You notice it came without horse. Do you have a horse? Oh, dear me. I wonder what you could... Do you have a large dog? No? Do you have a small chihuahua with a big whip? No? Well, then, what are you going to do with that covered wagon? Any use for it at all? Huh? You're not very happy about it. Well, Dottie, I'll tell you what. You know I'm a good sport. You've traded a feather duster for a toaster. A toaster for a covered wagon. I'll give you a chance to make one more deal. The covered wagon for what's in the box. Will you go for it?
What have I got to lose? What a covered wagon.
What have you got to lose but a covered wagon? So she goes for what's in the box. And what's in the box, Wendell?
Fur feather duster.
Dottie, we traded around. We went from feather duster to toaster to covered wagon. Right, we traded around in a circle. We ended up even. Better luck next time. Thank you very much, Dottie. Oh, incidentally, wait a minute. Before you sit down, would you stand, sir? I'd like you to meet this gentleman sitting right next to you. What is your name, please?
John Holland.
John, what do you do for a living?
I'm in charge of the Museum of Americana down at Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh, I see. Dottie looks a little puzzled right now. Did you have anything to do with that covered wagon?
Yes, that antique we sent over here for the show.
That's right, and you told me if anybody wanted on the show tonight and wanted to sell it back to the museum, you'd be prepared to pay them a sum of money for that. How much money would you have paid Dottie Moore for that covered wagon that she said it's only a covered wagon? How much money would you have given her?
$850.
And you said it was only a covered wagon.
I take back every word I said.
You take back every word, but you also take back the feather duster. And that's the way we make deals. Better luck to you, and thank you very much, Mr. Holland.
Direct from the Game Show Network archive.
Well, folks, it's time now for the big deal. Now, you heard Wendell say at the beginning of the show that behind one of the three doors we have on stage is $2,000 worth of merchandise. Behind the other two doors, well, he didn't exactly tell you what was there, did he? And we won't tell you right now, but I'm going to allow two people to make one last big deal. First of all, I want to know who has most of my money here at the show tonight, in cash. Which one has most of my money? Mrs. Shane has $30, Mrs. Hill has $75. So where is Mrs. Hill? Right over here? This is Joyce Hill. You still have that money, $75 worth of paper money. I remember you with the lambs and the silver dollars.
I'm greedy.
Yes, but you still have $75, Joyce. And I'm going to give you the first chance to buy one of those three doors if you care to. You have $75. But you can take your chance at buying one of the doors knowing that behind one of them is $2,000 worth of merchandise. It could be behind door number 1, or door number 2, or door number 3. Do you want to buy one of those doors? Or do you want to keep the money?
No, I'll buy it.
You'll buy it. You really are a gambler, aren't you? Give me back the money. Thank you. I have, and now, which door do you want to buy?
Number 3.
You're going to buy door number 3. All right, Joyce, don't go away. Stand right there. I got $75 back, didn't I? All right, now I'd like to make a deal with somebody else. Now, who should I pick for this one? How about the old Rudolph Valentino reject over here? Would you stand over here for me, Maggie Guth? You have got this beautiful raccoon coat, and I'm going to let you have a chance to trade that raccoon coat in for any one of the remaining doors, knowing that there's $2,000 worth of merchandise. The doors remaining still are door number 1 and door number 2. Do you want to trade the coat in for one of the two remaining doors?
Well, it's going to break my heart to give up this coat, but I will, yes.
Which door do you want, dear? You're going to take door number 2. Can I have my coat back, please? It's getting kind of cold in here, and I want my coat back. That was a beautiful raccoon coat, and she gave it up so easily. Now, you've been sitting with this coat on this program for the last half hour. Is that right, Maggie? It's shedding a little. I think it's still living.
Do you have a towel?
Oh, I'll look after you. Do you know that you had this coat, and you were wearing it for half an hour? Are you married?
Yes.
Now, I can't understand something, because you didn't exercise that wonderful woman's prerogative of looking through the pockets and all that time. Did you look through the pockets? No. No, you didn't. Isn't that too bad? Because had you looked in the pocket here, you would have found a little stock certificate. And it says, to the bearer. That means whoever owns the coat at the end of the show, which is now me, not you. And you would have had 5 shares of United States Steel Corporation stock worth $53 a share, or $265. And you didn't look through the pockets. I can't believe you're married. What does it prove?
Women aren't as nosy as everybody says.
Maggie, I think you got in the parting shot, and I think you won that little exchange. And talking about exchange, you've exchanged that raccoon coat for door number 2. Is that right? All right, now, Joyce, would you come down here and stand beside me, please? Joyce Hill has chosen door number 3. And Maggie Guth has chosen door number 2. Is that right? Now, we know that behind one of the doors, there's $2,000 worth of merchandise. So you chose door number 2, and we're going to let you see what's behind it right now, what you bought. For that old raccoon coat, what's behind door number 2 for Maggie? From David Orgel, Beverly Hills, finest silversmiths, a handsome silver coffee and tea set with beautiful matching candelabra. This stunning David Orgel coffee and tea service is worth $690. Was that a deal? It sure was. Okay, Maggie. Now, let's find out about Joyce, shall we? Now, Joyce, you know behind one of the 2 remaining doors is $2,000 worth, and you chose door number 3, didn't you? Are you ready to take a look and see what's behind there?
Of course.
Joyce. All right. For $75, Joyce Hill bought door number 3, and let's see what's behind that door. There it is. It's a beautiful Westinghouse electric kitchen, and it's all yours. All these modern appliances for your own home. The Westinghouse air conditioner, electric range, automatic dishwasher, laundromat, washer and dryer, the new matching Westinghouse refrigerator and freezer. This Westinghouse electric kitchen is worth $2,005, Joyce Hill. You're welcome. I'll bet both of you ladies would like to know what was behind door number 1. In case you're fashion conscious, either one of you could have passed by the other doors and got a do-it-yourself summer wardrobe. I think you better take a look and see what you passed up. The summer wardrobe do-it-yourself behind door number 1. A bale of cotton and an old spinning wheel. Wendell's having a terrible time making his summer wardrobe. Both of you, in this particular case, made an excellent deal. My congratulations to Maggie Guth and Joyce Hill. Thank you very much, ladies. You know, no matter who you are or where you live, you make deals every day of your lives. Now, we're going to make more deals in the marketplace tomorrow at the same time. And who knows, somebody may wind up with a stuffed moose head, 1,000 live sardines, $1,000 in cash, or that brand-new Pontiac Tempest automobile. Don't miss the excitement. So, until tomorrow, this is Monty Hall saying what the old traveling salesman used to say, caveat emptor, or let the buyer beware. Happy dealing. See you all tomorrow.
Let's Make a Deal, starring Monty Hall, is produced by Stephen Havis and directed by Joe Behar. This is Wendell Niles speaking.
Produced in color in association with the NBC Television Network. You're watching Let's Make